The Shoreline Arts Alliance, dedicated to educating audiences, encouraging artists, engaging our youth, and enriching our community. The Shoreline Arts Alliance presents renowned arts events, including Future Choices Awards and Scholarships, a juried art exhibition for outstanding high school art students at the Lime Academy College of Fine Arts. Awards and scholarships are presented to the top artists selected by judges. Images. Images celebrates the art of photography and encourages excellence among photographic artists. It is the oldest annual statewide juried competition and exhibition open to all Connecticut photographers. Awards are presented. Shoreline's Top Talent, Scholarships in the Arts. A competition for Shoreline High School juniors and seniors of exceptional talent in creative writing, dance, instrumental music, vocal music, theater, and visual arts. Scholarships and mentorships are awarded to the winners. Shakespeare on the Shoreline, the most popular and well-recognized summer cultural event of the Shoreline community. Free admission on the historic Guilford Green to an evening of entertaining, engaging, and educational theater. In conjunction with Shakespeare on the Shoreline, we offer the Rising Star Theater Experience summer program for children 7 to 17, promoting creativity, critical thinking, cooperation, literary enrichment, and self-confidence. Tessie Walden Awards, New Voices in Children's Literature, a competition that encourages and nurtures the creation of exceptional quality books for children by unpublished Connecticut writers and illustrators. Awards are given to the winners. Shoreline Art Space Series and Special Events, a collaborative arts exhibition program showcasing the creativity, expression, and voices of Shoreline fine artists in a local gallery or public setting for free. In addition, we often produce special events from quartets to quintets to celebrated choir and a cappella groups. Member organizations. The Shoreline Arts Alliance provides an arts calendar at www.shorelinearts.org for up-to-the-minute happenings, weekly e-blasts called Arts Week at a Glance and Quotable and Notable, workshops, and a peer advisory network to our members. We have had great success for more than 3 decades and look forward to many more decades filled with outstanding cultural opportunities. To succeed, we need the support of foundations, corporations, local businesses, cultural agencies, and most importantly, individuals, families, and artists like you to make it happen. Your gifts support our mission to educate audiences, encourage artists, engage our youth, and enrich our community.
Callahan, and welcome to this holiday episode of Spotlight on the Arts presented by Shoreline Arts Alliance. So great to have you with us again. It's hard to believe that the holiday season is already here, but the great news is that there are so many wonderful offerings in the performing arts all over the state of Connecticut, and I am so excited because today I have with me, once again, actually this is our second time talking, with the absolutely magnificent Gloria Govern and Lise Riordan from Eastern Connecticut Ballet. They are presenting a kind of newly reimagined Nutcracker that I heard about and had to know more about, and I think you will agree that this is something that has to be on everyone's holiday calendar this year. So welcome to you both. Welcome back to the program. So I can't believe that here we are again.
We can't either.
And the holidays are upon us. And it sounds like
fast forward.
Fast forward, exactly. And it sounds like you've really taken the Nutcracker and given it a new breath of life. Of course, it's such a beloved holiday tradition for so many of us every year, but to see it reimagined, and especially reimagined and contextualized by where we all are so lucky to live is really exciting. So tell me about how that came to be. What was the genesis of this new iteration?
Well, the genesis began when we looked at our 17-year-old scenery and said, something's got to change. It was warped and decaying, and when we originally created our first Nutcracker, it did have a maritime theme. But in discussing this theme with all of the people that I work with, we decided that we really had to make it more there, and something that people could sit in the audience, particularly a lot of the school children that come to see our performances, for our free school children's performances. A lot of these children, when they look at our opening show curtain, they're going to see landmarks that they pass on the way to
Oh,
school.
how neat.
So, for instance, they'll see the Maritime, the Customs House, a house on Whale Oil Row, the lighthouse off in the distance, the New London Lighthouse, all these sailing ships that the old sailing ships, the whaling vessels that they see at Mystic Seaport.
Right.
So we really wanted to create a gift for the region. That was what was important to us. We want New London to be able to embrace it and call this Nutcracker their own. Hence, they were going to have Nutcracker Week, a proclamation by the mayor who is going to appear in our Nutcracker. A lot of the shops will be decorating for the Nutcracker.
Oh, fun.
And so it should be a really wonderful experience.
Wow. So artistically speaking, the choreography remains the same?
Some of the staging has to change.
Okay.
Because the opening show curtain that we have, I actually envision it as a tableau. So when the curtain opens, all the people who are going to the party will be sort of frozen in time on stage, and then all of a sudden it should come to life.
Right.
And then from there, it goes to the living room. And I really feel this set. We were down there last week with a sneak peek looking at it. And we have some surprises that I won't tell you about. But the living room has a really warm feeling. Warmer, I think, than the old set. The old set had it was just different than this. This is more,
Well, actually,
there's a fireplace.
the living room looks like my husband's law office is an old building in New London,
Right.
on the historic register.
Right.
It looks like the parlor
Wow.
in his office.
Wow.
And each scene, each drop is a work of art.
Right.
When you watch these, it's being painted and constructed down at the Yale Scenic Design Shop.
Wow.
It was designed by Fufan Zhang, who was a graduate of the master's program. So when you watch them painting, sometimes they will be on their stomachs, painting with a little tiny brush, and sometimes there will be a broom
Right.
with a brush at the end of it.
Right.
And they're standing there, and they're working off of what they call painting elevation. That's
It's
grid.
like a grid.
Amazing.
And it covers the entire floor. I mean, it really is amazing
How
to see
many
how
of
they
them
put it together.
work together to do this?
For the painting, it's been primarily, every
Two
time
people.
I've been there, it's been the same two
Really?
young people painting. But then we have some of the hard pieces, like the growing Christmas tree. They have probably 4 or 5 people working on it.
Wow.
So the whole Yale Scenic Design Shop has really embraced this production,
I
which
love
has
that.
been wonderful, and they're so lovely to work with.
I bet, and it sounds like it's just going to be such an opportunity for people to visually take in this. It
Oh,
sounds
yeah, I
like these
think that- yeah.
masterpieces that are.
We have quite a few surprises in there too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, are your dancers excited about this change?
The whole school is excited
Yeah.
about the whole. Elisa put in the lobby. What do you call that box that shows you the set?
Yeah, it's miniatures,
Right.
so they're all hanging.
The
from-
kids play with them. They pick up the
Neat.
tree. It's like a
Neat.
dollhouse.
Neat.
And they're all very excited.
That's really,
Yeah.
really
I don't
wonderful.
think they can really envision it yet because you can't. When we go down to that paint shop and we see it on the floor, we are always just blown away.
Right.
When it's hanging and the children walk onto that stage and see it,
It's got to be magic.
it will be. They're so used to our old scenery.
Right. And as
Right.
artists,
Yeah.
young artists especially, it's got to be a bit like Christmas morning to walk onto this
me-
stage, unwrapping this present, right? What a gift.
For me, it's like Christmas
Yeah.
morning. It really is.
Right.
It's very exciting, and I want to do it justice.
Right.
And we have a week in the theater, 5 days in the theater to put it all together.
So it's frantic, I would imagine.
Well, it's hard because I can put everything that on my end together, but then the stage crew has to work on their cues, and everything has to come together by Friday morning.
Right, and it always feels like it's never going to come together, and then there seems
It
to
always
be
does.
this magic that happens
Yeah.
last minute. That's really, really. How many dancers are in this production?
About 100.
Phew,
Yeah.
just the logistics of that got to be
Yeah,
pretty
we
challenging.
have our guest artists and then all the
Right.
children from the school.
Right. Well, you put on such a magnificent production. I'm
Thank
just
you.
so excited. So, how are people to go about getting tickets for this?
Well, they can call the Guard box office,
Okay.
the Guard Arts Center in New London, or they can go online. You can buy your tickets right online.
Great. And on what website?
Oh, you would ask that.
We
I
can
think
run
it's
that.
guardarts.org.
Okay, great. And they can also go to your website, I would imagine, to
Yes.
get more information. And can you remind us of your website again?
It's easternctballet.org.
Okay, so easternctballet.org or the Guard Arts Center in New London are the two places to go to get tickets. And when is this production opening?
It opens on December. There are 3 public performances, December 8th and 9th. Saturday the 8th, there's a 1:30 and a 7 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
And Sunday there's a 1:30. But we are also very proud of the fact that on Friday we bring in 2,700 school children.
2 performances.
Wow.
2 performances, and the children are not charged anything
How
to
wonderful.
come see the performance.
How
And
wonderful.
And
So-
they are the best audience.
Yes.
It's really fun.
Oh, I bet. And particularly this year, I would imagine. I just love the image of some of these kids having this stage and this beautiful set in front of them, and for them to be able to reference specifically what they're seeing in their day-to-day life
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
contextualize that in the Nutcracker. That's really magical. Really magical. Well, thank you so much for your continuing wonderful work that you're doing in our community and on the shoreline and with the arts. I think that this is a fabulous addition to the holiday season, and I'm very much looking forward to being there, and I'm sure many
hope
others
so.
in our audience are as well. So I hope to see you there at the Nutcracker with the Eastern Connecticut Ballet reimagined, reinvented, and contextualized within this beautiful area that we all call home. So thank you so much for being here today. Great to see you both, and
Thank
I'm
you.
sure I'll see you again
Well,
next
Next
year.
year.
Yes. Thanks so much.